let me tell you. Oh, maybe I can't tell you. It just all of a sudden happened, and I woke up. Maybe was it a dream? I don't know. But I know. Come with me, and I'll show you. Yeah, I can show you what happened.
Hey, did you know I was the Johnny Carson of Weed, California?
This is Arthur with Aday and Telos.
Hi everybody, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos.
Welcome everybody, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos.
Hello everybody, this is Arthur Aday with Arthur Talks.
Good afternoon everybody, this is Arthur Aday with Art Talks. Hey, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos. And we're flying like eagles here in Mount Shasta. What does that really mean to you? Wow, I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say.
When I heard that, I was like, how do I relate to that? How do they relate to that I'm the Johnny Carson? Because I have music, I have people of interest, and I have a good show. And Johnny Carson, look, I'm moving up beside you. Woo, woo! And one morning I woke up and I go, what am I doing in Weed, California? I was really puzzled because I was supposed to be in Mount Shasta. But then I asked that a couple times and I prayed. And one morning, about 2 weeks later, I wake up and I hear volunteer for community television. And I had volunteered. I mean, I had watched it, so I knew what I was hearing. So I thought, I'll call them up and see if they need a camera person. Yeah, they needed a camera person. So where are you at? We're down here by the theater. A little place, no bigger than this, that we had to share with, a couch and cameras and stuff like that. Anyway, we got started in there, and after about 3 months, the floor director says, our producer didn't show up, and I want you to do a show. I'm the guy behind the camera. He says, the camera can sit there. And I want you to go home. You think about what you're going to do. Well, that's when Genealogy Today started. Because I went home and I'm like, wow, God, what do you want me to do? I was so puzzled there. And I kept hearing, do your genealogy because you know it the best, and it'll bring you into it more further down the road. Anyway, I did that. And I was blessed. Anyway, that was in 2004 that I started. In 2005, the TV station went to the College of the Siskiyous and got a huge room with all the best stuff you can manage to pick up. And they kept asking me to, actually they just said, you should take some of the classes here on filming and how everything works. And I wasn't really wanting to go to college, let alone go to school. I went home and I really pray. Prayer is like my number one telephone call, And I sat down like, wow. You want me to go to college? When I started feeling really confident is when I started taking the classes at the school. I was so grateful for that because that was a big change. I would have never guessed I'd been doing anything in television, let alone my own show. Woo! Whew. I tell you, it brings tears to my eyes just thinking about it, because when I was growing up, I wanted to be a veterinarian, and that didn't work. And then, I don't know, I just kind of went from job to job, not knowing what type of a job I wanted. I was pretty lost. And when I came to Mount Shasta, I was the same. I probably would have never gotten past the mountain if I would not have settled myself down and studied nutrition for a while, and then got into the vitamins and the nutrition for people. That really gave me a confidence there. But when I came here to do television, I had no agenda. I was told, don't go there with an agenda, you know. And I'm like, so what does that mean? Just go and just like hang out and float around?
Well, hi everybody. How you doing? This is Arthur. And you know, I bet you never thought you'd ever see me or hear from me ever again, but I'm here. I'm doing all right. See what they did? This is surgery number 2 and surgery number 1. Yeah, I opened my neck up, fixed my vertebrae, and I'm doing much better. I'm going to college at the Siskious. Yeah, be a college boy. Anyway, see, from here, I think we'll go outside and see what's happening. My favorite friends and companions are just napping out here. You'd think they had a hard, long night doing something other than sleeping, but they was sleeping all night, and now they're sleeping again. Say, Topaz, give me a word or two.
There's one word, there's 2 words. I think I'll go 3 words here. But hey, I'm gonna eat this thing if it tastes better than food.
Did you see where I pulled it out of? See how the dog's getting? I was having.
What were you seeing?
I was getting humped by the dog. I don't know exactly what I was having a vision. I was just getting humped by the dog.
Hey, everybody! Tell me it's good. Tell me it's good. Call. Let them come on in more.
Thank you, Jairus.
Guys,
Thank you, Peter.
Hey, I want to tell you.
Yes.
You gonna play Friday?
Arthur.
Are you gonna play Friday?
Yes.
Friday at my place?
Yes.
Tell those it's gonna be Friday from 3 to 12. It's gonna be awesome this Friday and next Friday and the week after that. Come on down.
Yes, Michaela, thank you, Michaela Cordeo, for gracing us, gracing the show.
Oh,
thank you, Arthur.
Thank you.
I'd like to do a dance here. We got about 1 minute. Something. Shri Ram.
Go ahead, go back.
Shri Ram.
Shri Ram, play.
Shiva funk style.
Yeah, no. Slow.
Shri Ram is shining through us now. We are the awakened ones. Shri Ram is shining through us now. Be the living star. Shri Ram is shining through us now. This is the cosmic day. We send you blessings, everyone, on your blessed way. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
So these bowls represent our relationship with ourselves. And these are interpersonal relationships, our relationships with each other. Which always brings us back to our relationship with ourselves. It's full, it's rich, and yet we have those longings. There are those absolutely magic moments when we get to experience our expanded consciousness. Our God consciousness, our cosmic consciousness, whatever we want to call it. And we go, yes, that's me, that's who I am. That's what I want to experience all the time. And we soak it up. And then we get pulled back into doing because there's so much to do. And we wait in longing till the next time that we get to experience the consciousness that we know we are in our expandedness. The really wonderful thing is the only difference between doing and being, the only difference, it's the exact same actions, with the exact same people, only we bring ourselves fully present the best we can be in the moment we're in, and look what happens. It's joyous. There's no longing. We're getting everything we need to get done with the exact people we're supposed to do it with. Only we're fully present the best we can be in the moment we're in, aligned with our individual aspect of Source, and it's a celebration. We haven't changed anything except for our intention and our attention of being fully present the best we can be in the moment we're in. And everything's changed.
This show is so important for this area. This is Eugene Sway in the purple. He's an architect, off-the-grid buildings. And he came to Mount Shasta because he wants to build a university and a convention center. Now, anybody that's been in Mount Shasta for very long knows about the telos, the T-E-L-O-S. Well, when he and his wife came up to Mount Shasta, they had the name right, but they had the information wrong. And they showed up, they want to build a convention center on Spring Hill over here by the college, over here by the park, city park. And they finally got the okay to do that. Then they have a 200-acre area over in Juniper Valley by Weed, and they're going to build this 200-acre off-the-grid school called the University of Telos. And when he came up here, he's like, Arthur, you have my name, Telos. And Diane Robbins, how come she's got a book called Telos? And we said, well, the book says that there's a man going to come that's going to build an off-the-grid city. He goes, well, I'm going to build a university as big as a city. And he goes, that's not me that they're talking about. But we all know it is. Because when he looked up the word telos in the Greek dictionary, it said purposefulness. We all have a purposeful journey here. We're here for a reason, and his reason is that he's here to build this off-the-grid city.
Well, let me tell you, Arthur, this isn't just for show and entertainment. This is a prototype for a photovoltaic solar suit.
And that means that you can get in your own electric car and take off.
No, it means that you can wear your own electrical generating clothing.
Right, right.
And so this suit in total can generate about 180 watts of renewable energy.
No wonder you are lit.
Yeah, and then the secret is that each one of these little circular discs is a photovoltaic solar cell. And so when these are strung together by wires, that the total output is enough to power several computers and cell phones and even power tools. A doctor actually came up to me on one of my other lectures saying that this would be great for those people who are physically disabled, who need a power source to create nerve energy or to create heart,
Heart
pacer,
pumps,
yes, that sort of thing.
Wow.
So there are all sorts of unique purposes for this. So I just wanted to show this to you so that you could see that it's not just talking about the environment, it's actually doing something about it. Your daily life, what can you do with the clothes you wear, the bicycles you drive, the car you drive, whatever it might be, those can all contribute to this overall necessity to clean air and to survive our future that we've devastated in the past.
When I had that premonition to call and go in, I was like, I wonder what this is going to be like. But you know what was so exciting about it is like when I was taking the classes, I started going, okay, I need a catch name. Something that's going to go, oh, I want to see that.
Hey, this is Arthur with Aday and Telos. Seen around the world by mctv15.org, all over the world on the internet.
The word telos was so meaningful, purposefulness, that I thought Aday and Telos would be perfect. And it was. I have lots of people who watched my shows all over the world. We had a map that would light up every person who would be watching on the internet. And it proved to be very, very market-oriented because a lot of people along the coast of California would watch. People in Colorado tuned in. What was the other places? India, places like that. It just amazes me. But they know what they're wanting to look for, and all the shows that I have are based about Mount Shasta people. Pretty much all of them are. So there's a lot of people here like the mountain calls out. Come to the mountain.
Hey, what brought you to Mount Shasta? That's the question we have on our mind today. Of millions of people who are starting to gather to this area. Well, maybe not millions, but a lot of people have that same little question. What brought me to Mount Shasta? When they ask me, I say, wow, I just got tired of Sacramento. And I asked God in the universe, I said, is there a better place for me to be? Sure enough, I was walking through a mall one day and I found this magazine that said, Mount Shasta Directions. Well, I said, that's north, I think. Or is it that way? I got the map out and I looked, and you know, it was incredible. It was north just before Oregon. Oh, I get in my little car and I come rolling up here and I looked around. And lo and behold, there's this beautiful mountain. It's reaching to the skies. And I thought, wow, I think I'm going to go sleep up there tonight. And so I did. Panther Meadows. Then the next night, a little further. The next night, a little further up. Took some hikings. Oh, there it is right there. Ain't she a beauty? All right. Took some hikings up there and slept and started hearing things. And I could actually hear what was inside of me. This still small voice. Arthur, you're home. I'm home? Wow, what a magical place this could be. I went down into the city of Mount Shasta and I opened up the book. And I looked at it and said, Legends of Mount Shasta. Wow, I know what's in here. Whoa. It says there's a city within the mountain called Telos. Oh my goodness. What does that mean? I looked and found all these pictures, all these stories about Mount Shasta. You know, if you have a story, I want you to come tell me your story, because it's going to be great. Greater than mine, maybe. This one here is about a lot of things. Nutrition. We have some information about nutrition. We have a gentleman by the name of Pasquale. He is an Italian man who knows how to go into the forest and scavenge for food, and he brings in 50 mason jars of edible things. 50! And Serene Night opens it up with a belly dance that will just make you scream. Ah! Wait, Pasquale!
Hey, Arthur.
Thank you, brother, for gracing us.
Let's dance to the music. Ready?
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Hey.
Woo!
Oh, what a dancer, huh? Wow.
Hey, you don't hold a light to that young lady.
A light?
You don't? But you hold a light. You hold a light in a different way.
Oh,
So
cigarettes. No, I don't smoke.
what's that?
You want a light? No.
No, I don't. I was going to say you have a light.
I brought some dead bodies with me today.
Holy moly!
These are all
Can
my
you
friends,
get a
and they're
picture
all-
of all these jars? With
I wish
these...
I smelled as wonderful as some of this stuff does when I'm dead.
Hey, that's not the cannabis
Whoa,
club, is it?
smell that.
Oh, what is that?
It is what it is, and it does what it does. Actually, it is who it is. It's part of the all-conscious.
Is this legal?
That's illegal. It's called coyote mint.
Coyote
Mint. Very good
mint.
stuff.
One time we were doing this show. It was with Treka Saint Germain. And she's this lady who makes these little these perfumes and these different I want to say ointments, things you can put on your face and everything. Saint Germain is supposed to be the one who tells her or the ingredients. Anyway, she was on my show and she put a silk on me. And then she read the Violet Flame. I am the Violet Flame. Da, 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 da. And at the very end of it, she took a breath, said the last words, and all the electricity went off. Kid you not, we were in the dark. And people were going, help, help. And I was laughing, and she was laughing. And I go, wow, that's so much power in that affirmation of the Violet Flame. It just blew a circuit. And they figured, it was like a half hour before they figured out what was going on. What had happened was, just after she said her last word on the Violet Flame, a student, just prior to that last word, came into the back office, sat down in the chair, and put her feet out to the wall, which happened to be right where everybody was hooked up, electricity was, and she hit the button on the power strip, and everything went off. Oh, you want me to show you that? This is my honorary Channel 15 gold and purple. I have two of these, by the way. And this came out on my 90th, this is what I got for my 90th show, which was Happy Holidays. I was invited to go with the staff to the TV, from the TV station to go to this public awards meeting, event. And the television station won an award, and they were all clapping and everything. It had to do with best shows, best advertisements for the community stuff. It was a good couple of hours, and there was food and drinks, and it was a big to-do. Well, after they gave the TV station this award and everything, everybody came back and sat down at the table, and they all looked at me and said, Arthur, you're the one that deserves this award because you put us on the World Wide Web, worldwide. He says, and that's why this is why we're getting this award, because we are worldwide famous because it's Aday and Telos. Yes. Yeah. Oh. They said I was their rock that they found, and they shined me up and made me into this diamond. And I'm like, are they just like pumping me? But they were really being truthful. They were like saying, it was your show, all your shows that just brought it all together for everybody. Because let me tell you, for 10 years I had my nose to the grindstone. Every 2 weeks, there was at least 4 to 5 shows that were made each week. And in that, they were all good. So there was no like, oh, that one was not good, we have to cut you. No. It was like, oh, we want that one there, that one there, that one there.
Can you tell us a little bit about what this machine is saying about him?
Okay, let's see if I can actually make this work here. Go ahead and take your hand off. Okay, we got it. Oh, wait, no. Put your hand back on. Okay, just keep your hand on there. Okay. All right, so right here, what we have is a great deal of the purple, the deep blue, and it's all the way in the arms, it's in the legs. The purple energy is the third eye and the sixth chakra, which means that this fellow here is very sensitive and very intuitive.
I want to show you this foot bath over here. This actually will take out heavy metals from your body. Now we're going to keep some eye on that and see how it goes. This is the first little beginnings of it, and we'll see later on how much darker the water is.
Well, if you looked at 300, we'll say 300 shows. Look at 300 shows. Each person, that's like 300 people. But I would usually have more than one guest at a time, especially on an hour show. I at least try to get in 3 guests. So we'll say half the shows were hour long, so we'll figure that's another 3. Wow, that's a lot of people. That's 300, 600, 900, 1,000. I would say I've had over 1,000 people on my show.
Hey, I want to introduce you to Steve Larson, Dr. Eugene Sway, Stephen Sidoni, Diane Robbins, Donna Lee, De Leon. We have Star Night, we had Serene Night, we have Art Night, we have Irwin Night, we have, what was your name again?
This here is my 28 shows. 28 shows in the first volume, of 8 volumes. So just get that in your head, because if you want the whole 28, I'll sell them to you. But I'll let you give me the donation. Isn't that better than saying, oh, it's worth $420? I'd rather just tell you, look, from your heart, you give, because from my heart I gave.
So this produces that sunshine that you need, that beautiful healing light. Yes, and it reprograms all the cells.
Well, we have 3 more minutes to go.
Okay.
You have 2 more shows that we're going to talk about. One is metaphysical, and the other is on pets.
Yes.
So stay tuned to that. It's coming up within a short time. Your doggies can even enjoy this type of enlightenment.
I have another show about the end times here. And this is a book review by a lady. Her name is Vicki Alder. And one of the major things she says, take a look at yourself to see if you are going in the right direction towards heaven. Anyway, she talks about the last days. What else we got? Biblical last days, earthquakes, tidal waves, fire. Well, do we know a bunch of fire happening? This is really good. Vicki Alder. And this pretty lady, her name is Beloved. And she and Shambhala and 2 other gals were singing on this show. And, wow.
I'm not afraid anymore to speak my truth. Give me liberty or give me death. A wise human said, go ahead and take a deep breath. It's freedom time. Free your mind. It's freedom time, yeah. Free your mind. People selling their days, 9 to 5 slaves, just to pay their bills, our pills to cover up the pain. The way we live, we think we'd all gone insane. Making money off the sick and dying. Hear the children crying. It's a new day to live a better way. Yeah. It's a new day. Let's live a better way.
And you know what gets me is that 10 years at this point went that fast. When I look back and go, wow, I was like treading the mill, just trying to keep up with this demand. Audra says, she's the floor director, she says, Arthur, we need you to bump it up. What is that? What is that word, bump up? How does that affect what I'm doing? And I couldn't really figure it out. Bump it up. I went home and I was like, what does she mean, bump it up? And I thought, oh, maybe she wants me to do more than just 4 shows a month. So we hit her. I thought, I know how to bump it up. I thought I needed 2 sessions at once. And she said, that's all right, nobody else is there.
Breathe, girl, breathe. Hey, if you'd like to hear this music more often, watch my show.
And then when I started in 2004, there was 100 people pushing their way in the door trying to get to do their show. And when I was leaving, there was just me and Therese, and everybody else had quit. And nobody else wanted to play TV, man. Anyway, I couldn't get any more else people to help me, so having cancer, I just figured, well, maybe it's time to stop, take a vacation, and I'm so glad I did. We had a lot of good times. I remember when I started doing 4 half-hour shows twice a month, and the people that would come in on the show, sometimes they'd have to wait. They get a little agitated. Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be on first. Well, you're on last now. It's so interesting because at one point in time, everybody thought I owned the TV station. Oh God, that was so good to know. But actually, the community television, we all own it, and just some of us are a little more apt to use that media for advertising, for talking about things that they want to do. I talked for 10 years and had 350 shows, and it was an incredible time. It's been 6 years since then, 6 years. I'm better and I'm ready. We're gonna rock you people. Anyway, we'll see what happens for the future on this, but I'm really excited for the TV station because I think now it's going to get back on the road to working with the public and getting more people involved is what we're going to do. I think people need to be solicited. People that have abilities we need. I have a couple of friends that I'm going to be getting them involved in what I do, is helping edit and helping getting the show on the air type things. So I think we really have this opportunity. This is a TV station that was brought here 45 years ago. 45, maybe even longer. I don't know when it was brought here. But the whole thing was there was a lady had this vision and said that Mount Shasta needed to have a community television for the community people to give what is happening in that area. And you just don't get it on news, on regular television. But community television seems to be a lot better for what is really happening in the area. What's your news about?
Sing it, Arthur, sing it. Oh, tell him, spread the word.
Spread the word, brother.
Mount Shasta, Talos.
This is it, Talos. It is all heart. Yeah. Woo. Hey, if you're not watching Aday and Talos on YouTube or MCTV 15, wow, you're missing what's happening. This is life. Hey, you know what? Like I said, if you're not watching it,
Oh, they are. They are watching. They're watching. Come on, baby. I see. I'm tuning in now. I see people all over. You're feeling so good inside. This is it. I'm getting the download. Getting the love. This is filling me up. I'm ready to make that shift and share it and live it and help my brothers and sisters. Woo!
Yeah. All right, one more song for closing. This is Arthur with Aday and Talos, seen all over the world by mctv15.org and YouTube. Hey, I hope your heart is open, wide like mine is. Come on down, brothers and sisters, let's bring it in. Woo! One more time. For Doggy Doggy Day.